What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, the hype. And it's a huge week here, huge couple weeks as we prepare for the Super Bowl down here in Santa Clara. We got our huge Super Bowl party and our grand reopening as we expand the shop. We're going to have PSA in store for the locals here in Santa Clara or anybody in the Bay Area, PSA Submission Center. And we also, I can safely say now that we have Frank Gore going to be down here on February 6th as well. So
New York Jet, great.
The Indianapolis Colts.
Thank you. I was about to say Colts great too.
I think of him as a Jet. I'll tell him that when he comes in.
So imagine the possibilities of opening a box in the store, going straight to PSA, or getting into a break and going straight to PSA as well. So pretty exciting things. We also, for the break side of things, we've got a special. Use code SUPER15 for 15% off breaks at Mojobreak.com. I'm sorry, $15 off purchases of $100 or more. So if you find that sweet spot, that is 15% off. We got lots to talk about as we know the Super Bowl matchup. We're going to talk some TCG. We're going to talk some Logan Paul. We may talk about some other breakers. It's not in the notes. But you know what? I was really disappointed. We'll let you cry here in a minute, Dan. We cried last week. Now it's your turn to cry. But I do want to say, did we miss an opportunity for a card for the guy that climbed that building in Taipei?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So,
oh, my
Alex Honnold,
God.
right?
So
Free
that,
solo, man.
I don't know how much you know about that guy. So I watched might have been on Netflix. He had a documentary where he was free climbing El Capitan.
Yeah, free solo.
Free solo.
And it's great. Did it win? It might have won an Oscar. It was really. Yeah,
and that is in Yosemite. It's not Half Dome. It's the other one.
Yep.
That dude is nuts, and he's from Sacramento.
They said
He's
that
he's amazing.
He's amazing. I guess he climbed that in an hour and a half. I didn't watch it, but I did watch the fast version of it to see it, and I seen clips all week on it, and or all weekend, I should say. And that's insanity. They said that they tested him, and he has like less of a fear disorder compared to everybody else.
Yeah, something like that.
Because dude was like literally like
He's hanging.
He's hanging. What does Netflix do if he?
I was gonna say that one thing. You got to think about Netflix, right? Netflix is that's a gutsy move, right? Are you banking on death?
No.
I know you're not, but you have to be prepared for it, right?
Sure.
And you're definitely getting benefits, right? Like you're getting people to tune in, like.
There is. You're right.
I feel like it's a little dirty. It's off-putting.
There is a little bit of a sick fascination to it. Of like, well, what could happen? You don't know. So, yeah. That okay. Not to take anything away from what he did, because of course I can't do that. But there was a part of me of like, what he did in El Capitan, like. That's a natural rock formation that there's no order to it.
Sounds like you're taking something away.
Yeah, kind of, man.
I didn't know it was easy, Cody.
I'm not, but for him, I'm saying it might be easier, right? Because there is just like, all right, there's a ledge, there's a ledge, there's a ledge that,
But some of those were like, he had to go kind of like, it was up and back to get to it.
If you watch the free solo documentary, like there's times where it's literally he has his fingers into a rock and it's literally he's hanging on for dear life with very little grip.
So there was no Tops Now card of this. I mean, like I feel like we missed an opportunity. Like it might outsell old Bernie. You know what I mean? If we got an what's his name? Alex
Honnold. Yeah, Alex Honnold.
See, I didn't even know his name, but if he had a card, I would know his name.
He would never outsell Bernie.
No, I was the best selling of all time. Came out at the perfect time. But I'm just saying,
yeah, it did.
It did, and then we have 100 of them. So I mean, everybody has 100. You have 100. It's like Oprah. But what I'm saying is that it was that was crazy. I also was the building emptied. Was there nobody physically in the building?
There were people in it,
just going to work.
But theoretically, if you're just a sicko, couldn't you just like bang on the window where it was there to try to scare them?
I mean, they kind of were. They had like those, every once in a while, there would be a level, like an observation deck where there would be like fans watching that and they'd be like,
That's crazy.
I also have a feeling he has like ear pods in.
He did. He was listening to Tool.
Dude, what a dude.
Yeah.
He said most of
dude.
his playlist was Tool while he was climbing. So yeah, he's probably not looking at anything other than what he's climbing next.
No.
So just insane. I mean, he might be a robot. I don't know. But either way, it was something different to kind of pay attention to other than
And it
everything
was
else.
live. And it also did get postponed one day, right?
It did, because it rained the day before, which is crazy. They still went. You got to imagine the building's still a little bit wet.
You would
Yeah,
think.
you would think it's
Pretty
gonna get
impressive.
it's gonna get delayed. It's gonna get delayed for 7 months.
Right.
But no, they're like next day.
Do you remember?
Wonder what he got paid.
I did see
$500,000.
$500,000.
That
well,
was-
it was funny because he had an interview and they said, how much is Netflix playing? He goes, more than you would imagine. And they're like 10 million. He goes, oh no, well maybe a lot less than you imagine.
That's what it was. Where I think I saw him respond to be like,
all-
well, it's actually less than.
They're
Never
all-
mind.
No, you got ripped off.
They're more than you could ever imagine. He's like, 500 million. He's like, oh no, no.
Maybe he
They gave
would
me
be-
$37.
If they threw him in like an Allen and Ginter or a Goodwin, like he would be a legit.
Yeah, he
one
might
of
not be the
bigger-
headliner, but he would do well.
They would absolutely promote him as one of the big, like, hey, look, free solo guy. The
He's the goat.
skyscraper.
He's the goat.
He's here.
I mean,
He's
you
the
could,
goat.
you could spin this so much. You could do like sky high signatures, and you'd have like Wemby in him, and
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
it's just so many play on words that you could do.
Yeah,
it,
there's
you know.
no other rock climber I know.
Sitting on the top, and it's him and Curry. and,
He
you know.
will be in a product. If it's not
Yeah.
Ginter, it'll be Goodwin. He'll get it. He'll get it.
And maybe that's why he took 500,000 because he knows now all these
Got that.
endorsement deals.
Oh, he's getting that card money.
He's gonna get that card money for
That's right.
Ruben.
That's
He's going to the white party. So yeah, that was crazy. I mean, also the UFC going on Paramount, which is funny because Dana White had to add. I don't know if you guys watched. I watched about 3 fights, but Dana White had to respond to questions about there was too many ads being played during the UFC event, and he goes, "Well, you pay $8.99 a month. Paramount has to make money somehow."
It ain't $75 for a fight or $100 for a fight anymore.
Right.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's gone like that with WWE now. Like,
Yes.
aren't their pay-per-views
WWE
are now
Is now it's even shifted. No, ESPN's new deal. So ESPN, if you had that ESPN Unlimited subscription,
wasn't
But it
WWE
used to be-
wasn't it Netflix for four seconds?
it's so WWE Raw's still on Netflix.
Oh, okay. So,
So
Raw,
they still get that.
so the pay-per-view
All pay-per-views used to be on Peacock for
we're
a
on
minute.
Peacock.
Now they're all on this ESPN Unlimited plan, which if you get, they bundle it in, I think if you get Hulu and stuff like that. But
Disney.
What a
Plus.
time.
what it
We
is.
are in the heyday of entertainment on television because there's so much competition that they all have to try to jockey to make the
Yeah.
entertainment better.
Well,
You know?
look at this. I mean, we went from our age demographic from getting remember the black box, like the descrambler,
Yes.
to be able to get the pay-per-views for free.
oh gosh,
Remember those?
yeah,
Cody might be a
Now-
little bit too young for that one.
I
Now-
might have been like, yeah, I know
Tail
it,
end
but
of
I
it.
don't know.
Now $8.99 gets you pay-per-view. I would have paid $8.99 back in 1999.
That said, now it's like, we're like, hey, I cut the cord with cable. And then it's like, well, I'm also paying $12 for this. I'm paying $20 for Netflix.
Yes.
I'm paying $10 for HBO. I'm
Not
paying,
me. Not me.
Well, as we
No, I got Direct TV,
There you go.
so I'm still locked in.
You're
locked in.
I'm fully locked
You're
in.
still in the,
I haven't missed
the
the
stone
cable.
age.
But I also have 20 subscriptions to go along with that. So I'm like the poster child for. I'm a real good customer.
here's Dan's money. There's Dan's money.
Yeah,
Here's Dan's
I'm-
money.
I'm a
you all
real-
get Dan's money.
I am an equal opportunity employer here when it comes to subscriptions
Yeah.
and cable.
As we-
I have Dish, but
Wasn't there as we get into NFL, it's a perfect segue. Wasn't there a weekend of playoff football where you had to have 5 different platforms, or maybe it was week
Yes.
18 or something like that
I think
to watch all the games?
there's because I don't know if they did it this year, but there was a year where they did a Peacock exclusive playoff game. They did
YouTube.
they did a YouTube. They did an ESPN. I mean, they have the Christmas Day games now on Netflix and Prime, and Prime had a playoff game.
YouTube TV, I think had.
Yep,
had-
they did.
had
Apple
one at some
TV.
point.
I don't think they do anymore, but there was definitely a weekend with Peacock, Prime, ESPN, and then your traditional
Apple
Fox.
TV for whatever reason is locked into MLB.
Yes.
I don't know if they're getting in. I think they're done.
Oh,
They
good.
may get some Friday night baseball
Good. Yeah,
still.
no, get rid of them.
Well, don't worry.
Nobody wants.
Opening night.
Nobody cares about Apple TV.
Giants Yankees opening night on Netflix. So
Dude, you got to imagine these leagues like the NFL probably increase. Like they were just in a deal with DirecTV forever, and it was probably like barely increased every year. Now they're just able to like, oh, how much are you going to pay for this game, Prime? Yeah. How much are you going to pay for this game, Netflix?
Yeah, now
how much are you going to pay?
Now instead of
like making
giving
so much money,
instead of giving like the whole package, they're just like, we're just going to sell a game. At some point, they're going to be like, all right, Netflix, we're going to give you one quarter.
Yeah.
And then Prime, we're going to give you the second quarter.
Third quarter, you got to change channels.
And not that they have a 10% ownership stake in ESPN, you have to think, how's that going to tip the scales come
Crazy.
Another contract negotiation?
Could you imagine if they started selling it by quarter and then they started selling overtime?
Oh God, don't give them don't give them these ideas.
A non-refundable overtime deal.
100% happening.
Like they're just like, no overtime this game, but you could imagine if there was, right? How many people would be viewing?
Overtime premium.
Overtime
you would like
premium.
to watch overtime if you're.
Oh, and they're gonna do it to us to where we're gonna have to start paying for that overtime. Like you want the overtime, $30.
It just cuts off. It's like
cuts off.
It's like an old arcade game where you can't get to like when you're playing NBA Jam, you can't play the second quarter unless you put more quarters.
Yeah.
in.
We are recreating the infamous Heidi game incident, but now we're paying a subscription fee to avoid that.
We're not that far off.
Oh boy.
Well, and as we get into this next segment, think about collectors out there. Think about Drake May's prices. Think about Sam Darnold, and Jigba, Stephon Diggs. And I do want to congratulate Shanahan and Brock Purdy's son, Sam Darnold, on his Super Bowl appearance. And I fully think that he's going to walk away a Super Bowl champion here in Santa Clara right around the corner. Sam Darnold, man, what a story. 2018 draft where you got Lamar Jackson, you've got Josh Allen, you've got Baker Mayfield, and then USC's finest Sam Darnold is the first one to go to a Super Bowl out of all of those players.
Whoa, dude, you forgot one.
Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen.
The chosen. And the guy who's the chosen one is not even mentioned.
Not even
No.
there.
But I mean, he really kind of came into his own after he studied that Shanahan offense. He even goes out and credits Brock Purdy for a lot of his success in football. So, a lot of Niner fans are saying they're not rooting for the Seahawks. I don't want the Patriots to win 7. I'm going for the Seahawks. They get their second one. That's cute. It's cute to have 2. It's cute, and it's a good story. It's a good story to have 2 Super Bowls. Yes, I know it's in the friendly confines of my stadium and the legacy of the 49ers. But you know what? I think the best team in the league is the Seahawks. And I think the Patriots, and I know we're going to get some haters because they have a bigger fan base than the Seattle Seahawks do. They had a Mickey Mouse schedule. They had a Mickey Mouse playoff run. They had a Mickey Mouse schedule. And I think they're honestly, and we're going to let Dan cry here in a minute, but I honestly think that it's going to be a blowout. I think that this Super Bowl is going to be a absolute blowout by the Seattle Seahawks.
I agree with you.
You agree with the Brock Purdy Shanahan stuff too? Oh, okay.
No, I don't. Like
all of the above.
Only a Niner fan would try to make the Seahawks winning about them. Like that's.
I mean, look, I'll make the Patriots winning at Levi's Stadium if they can get that. That's 7 Super Bowls. Then there's no question about what is the premier franchise of football doing it at the home stadium of a team that I think for many years saw themselves as the premier franchise of the NFL. Which, so
I just don't know.
We're making it about us.
How is Tom Brady going to announce this game unbiased?
Is it on Fox?
It is Tom Brady.
I'm pretty sure it's. Is it not?
I thought it was NBC.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought Tom Brady was.
Who is announcing Super Bowl 2026?
It will be.
Tirico and Collinsworth.
Yeah, NBC.
Oh, Tirico and Collins. Okay,
NBC.
never mind. So not. So
they're gonna have
Tom Brady will be there.
Tom Brady
probably.
will be there. He might
be there.
He might start warming up on the sideline.
NBC with the Super Bowl, and then immediately following it, they're doing the Winter Olympics simultaneously.
It's crazy.
That's going to be
We're busy with the grand opening. Imagine working at NBC.
It's crazy.
Yeah. There was football season's over, guys. It's all about that hockey.
That's right. Very soon.
The Olympics are coming up, but how about them Sharks? How about them Sharks?
It's a good time. Hey, you're on the. We're all on the same couch right now. We're on the couch. We had a seat for you.
They're a fun team to watch.
We had a seat for you on the couch.
Rams went out there, did their best, lost. I mean, we did lose against the best team.
Yes.
And put up a fight.
So did we.
You guys did not put up a fight.
We did not put up
We
a
didn't
fight.
have a fight, but we lost against the best
No, they
team.
did not.
You guys lost. You guys. So we lost against the best team. You guys really lost against the best team.
Yeah, we got BTA'd.
But I mean, yeah, the game was over. Like mathematically, it was over for the
10
Niners
seconds.
in 10
Yeah.
seconds. It was right after.
Yep.
And Shaheed, probably such a good in-season trade.
The best.
That guy,
of the season.
that guy. You could make an argument the most valuable player on that team.
Yeah.
I mean, I know in Jigba, phenomenal season, but at least in the last month to 6 weeks, where would they be without Shaheed?
Yeah. Saints didn't need him. They stacked with receivers. They said we don't need him. So they win 4 games.
There's a lot of teams out there that could have used that guy, like the Rams could have used,
like the Niners.
like the Niners could have used.
Niners.
They certainly could have.
I remember Grant Cohn and a couple of the Niners guys complaining that we didn't get him and didn't make a play for him when we didn't have Ayuk back.
I mean, yeah, think about it. I mean, if you guys would have had Shaheed, you guys would have only lost that game by 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, 35-7 or 35-6.
So
Instead of
I mean,
41.
it would have been so much closer.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys were just 12 field goals away from tying the game.
Are we safe to say that okay, I mean, this is a big deal for Sam Darnold in his market, and those that have actually held on to him since 2018. But a lot of you guys probably sold last year during the Vikings run, but I mean, those that are holding on to him, seeing ghosts, is that a thing of the past now? Is he now seeing his eyes are on the prize now?
I mean, I gotta say, and you can probably go back into the archives of our podcast talking about how could the Seahawks take a step back and sign Sam Darnold for 3 years for $100 million. Didn't make any sense. Like, you basically got rid of Geno Smith, who had a good run in Seattle, to get Sam Darnold. It was like, was it an upgrade?
At best, it felt lateral.
It felt like
yeah,
it was going to be a placeholder for somebody else they were going to go out and draft. It was like, okay, this is going to be it. This is like the best option. We're going to have him for a year or two, and we'll draft somebody. We're a quarterback away. And he proved everybody wrong.
What was Seattle's record last year, by the way?
They actually tied. They won 11 games.
Yeah, they were a good team
They
last year.
didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, that's right. They barely missed it.
Yeah, they missed it based on strength of schedule against us.
Yeah, but you guys threw the last game basically anyway because you were already in it, right? So you guys could have been 11-6.
We didn't throw the game. We had Jimmy. Are you saying that like by throwing Jimmy G out there, you're throwing the game?
100%. Yeah. Okay. These days, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess they weren't too bad. I mean, that just shows you the strength of Mike McDonald that he got to 10-7 with Geno, because then Geno goes to the Raiders. Granted, there's a lot of problems with the Raiders organization. They don't have a lot of guys to block there, and Geno just absolutely has a horrendous season coming off.
Well,
of 11-7 season.
I could also say that if Sam Darnold went to the Raiders,
true,
they would have only won a couple games.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have made a difference.
But
so you do got to
me,
give it up to Sam Darnold for putting himself in the best possible position to succeed.
You do have to give it up to him, but I think if there's anybody out there who is like, if you're just talking about his market here for his cards, that to me says everything. That like if you put Geno or Sam Darnold in the position with the Raiders, they're probably getting about the same result. Maybe Geno. I don't know if Geno makes this Seahawks team a Super Bowl team still. Maybe Darnold was just enough to get them over the edge. I don't know, but yeah, that tells me where the ceiling is. And just given some recent sales, like I'm noticing on just looking on Card Ladder, like there's a lot of NT stuff that's selling, and it's like, oh, now we're at the third highest Sam Darnold sale of this card of all time, the second highest of all time. It's never quite at what it was in 2019 or 2020, but hey, you recouped some value if you bought this card
beginning of the season.
3 years ago.
Again, like you look at their offseason moves, bringing in Sam Darnold and trading DK Metcalf.
That was the one.
You look at that and you're like, Super Bowl?
And
like,
no
yeah.
one thought this.
I honestly was beginning of the year. I'd be like, okay, Rams on paper, we're going to be good. You figured the Niners were going to be good. I think everybody was like, is this the year for the Cardinals? And you kind of were like, Cardinals and the Seahawks are going to be fighting for that 3rd and 4th spot in the division.
I thought the Seahawks were better. The thing with the Seahawks,
I think the Seahawks were better than the Cardinals,
For sure,
but I think
into the year.
I think going into the year, I would put them as the 3rd place team.
right? The thing with them and it's a credit to their front office, but also you have to get so lucky. Their draft success the last few years
amazing.
Is insane.
Oh yeah. I mean,
they've hit on almost every high round pick
and the free. I mean, like Leonard Williams and those guys that sometimes guys make those big older player signings and it doesn't work out, and it absolutely worked out for the Seahawks.
It's
all cylinders.
Ernest Jones.
Yeah,
they got Ernest Jones.
And is it DeMarcus Lawrence as well?
Yeah, it's very Belichick era Patriots like, honestly, the way they built it.
Yep.
That's other than you don't have that rocket QB. They went with but they build that defense the same way.
Well, and the thing that, and we'll discuss if you buy, sell, or hold on Sam Darnold here next. But like the thing about Sam Darnold, who is, by the way, the first USC quarterback to go to a Super Bowl, which is astounding if you think about it.
What?
First USC quarterback to go to a Super Bowl.
That can't be right.
I guess you're right.
Who else?
I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, you're right.
QBs in Super Bowl.
I
could be wrong.
Matt Castle.
USC quarterbacks. Sam Darnold
Starting,
is set to become the first ever.
Didn't say he had a start.
Starter. Okay. First starter. Yes. I mean, yeah. Despite producing NFL quarterbacks like Carson Palmer, Mark Sanchez, and Matt Leinart, no former USC signal caller has started in a big game before 2020.
Mark Sanchez got the closest. Man.
I mean, Caleb Williams is there.
Caleb could be there.
Jackson Dart as well.
Yeah.
I guess he played for USC for a minute.
Oh, he did, but you
can't attribute it to his.
He would technically get in there as but Caleb could be the next guy, especially after what we saw. But man, that is surprising given the track
lineage.
record.
Yeah, right. And that's why people are like, everybody is going for the Seahawks except for California. It's like, no, he went to USC.
Right.
So maybe you can signal the Bay Area, Northern California, maybe not be going for Sam Darnold except for me, but. People down south are probably
to a point. They did beat the Rams.
That's true.
But
that's the other thing. Wouldn't you rather the team you lose to win the Super Bowl than not?
Yeah, I would.
Because then you lost to the best team.
How I feel,
right?
Yeah.
Like when the Giants get knocked out, like the Cubs won the World Series that year.
I felt
you felt better than knowing the best team won. Right. But okay, buy, sell, or hold. Are you buying? So you have a Sam Darnold right now. Are you gonna? I guess we could put the caveat as. Are you going to hold and to wait to see if he wins the Super Bowl, or this card market's probably going to be the highest now? You're selling.
I'm selling.
Yeah,
I'm selling because I don't know if you're going to have that much of an. Look, I mean,
they're already baking the Super Bowl in right now.
Yeah, I would sell right now.
Yeah, I don't
know. I don't know if he is going to have like a run where. I mean, it's tough to go back to back. I mean, is he gonna go to 3 straight Super Bowls and win all 3 of them? Because if that is a possibility or it could happen, then yeah, I would probably buy. But I don't in today's NFL, like I don't think that is feasible.
And it's funny. I just had a conversation with somebody that had been in the hobby for a while, and it's almost like the hobby. The stats don't matter, right? So it's like you got Luka. He really hasn't done much. I mean, he's put up points, but he hasn't won anything. But people still love him, right? People still collect him. Michael Jordan's obviously the GOAT. He has the championships to prove it. But it's like if the hobby doesn't like a guy, it almost like doesn't matter what he does, right? So if he wasn't like highly collected in 2018, which he may have been, but there was also Baker Mayfield at the time who won Rookie of the Year. There was Josh Allen, on the horizon, and then, Lamar Jackson. Sam Darnold became like the 4th guy that year. So I don't think there was a huge following of Sam Darnold. So it's like, you catch these pockets, but like come next year, say he wins the Super Bowl and even starts off. This is my prediction. He wins the Super Bowl this year, and let's just say next year somehow he starts 7-0. His price will still be higher today than next year at 7-0 in my prediction, because I just don't feel like he has that hobby lore around him that some of these darlings have. Like Anthony Edwards, same guy. People love Anthony Edwards no matter what he does. They're going to collect him. Giannis, these guys, all these guys. I'm speaking more basketball. Josh Allen, 8 years, has not won a Super Bowl, but people still love Josh Allen.
Burrow will outsell.
Exactly.
Darnold.
Herbert probably will outsell.
Sure.
I mean, he's had a lot of time too, but It's crazy. And before we get into talk about Drake Maye, I want to ask you guys this too. Vikings fans are really feeling it, right? Because they had their guy last year. They had Sammy D last year. They went 13-4. But because JJ got hurt and Sam Darnold was supposed to be their backup, Sam Darnold takes him to 13-4, and they're like, hey, let's figure out what JJ has.
Well, you draft him in the first round. So they had to figure. And truly, like, Sam Darnold over there was a placeholder.
Yeah.
Like, they brought him in as a placeholder.
He was even less than that, probably. I mean, he was the backup.
Yeah.
Basically.
He was. Yeah. If McCarthy doesn't get hurt, then he doesn't even play.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
And he may not even.
And he's not in this position.
He's probably
right
not
now.
in this position right now.
No, he's not.
He's probably a career backup if McCarthy does not get hurt McCarthy's rookie season.
Right.
Do we think the book's out on JJ McCarthy? Do we think it's just not going to happen for him?
I'll let you know in April.
Who did they lose anybody like compared to when Sam Darnold was there?
No, not really.
I mean, granted, Drake
Wasn't that the whole allure was just like, oh man, he's gonna have all these guys to throw the ball to. What amazing weapons, amazing receivers.
I mean, the best in the league, and Justin Jefferson,
Right.
arguably.
And now that I've been seeing rumors about Jordan Addison might want out.
Right, and I think Jefferson wants out too. I mean, it's kind of a mess now. When you had the guy that was like, he did see ghosts that year with the Vikings against the Rams, but he lost to the Lions. We wound up having to play on the road now, and he loses that first game, and then it's like, okay, I mean, we're going to move past him, and now we're really sure we're going to move past him, and JJ's going to have a shot. But JJ looked lost, but then you can also say, well, Drake Maye didn't look great in his first year, full year either, right? Now he looks, like an MVP candidate. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say if JJ's the guy, but it's like, is the value like there now to sell him? Because I was pricing out some cards for our grand opening, and Alex had this Michael Penix card, right, that we had priced out at. It was flawless, Michael Penix, rookie auto, and he had it priced at $2,200, right? I was like, wow, that's kind of high. I looked, and he hasn't probably had a show in like 3 months where he had that card out. It's like $600 now. Whew. So it's like it's a pretty steep decline, So you're like looking at JJ's cards. You're like, is it going to go back up, or is he going to be able to turn it around?
There's too much stink on it now.
Well,
and again, there was the factor of the unknown with him that really benefited him. Now that we've seen it, and with all those guys we mentioned, no, I don't think there's any way that at least his market.
I mean, do they draft a quarterback early, or do they go out and try to
Mac Jones
get another Sam Darnold?
Do they try to get Mac Jones? Do they try to?
I mean,
do they try to get Kyler?
I mean, Kirk Cousins.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I saw him wearing the best outfit that Cole's Cash could buy on
I
Sunday.
mean,
he looked good.
Was he wearing the chain too?
I know he might as well, but he had a nice little turtleneck on. It was good. It was a good look.
Everybody loves Kirk Cousins. He's fun.
So is Kirk Cousins going to start next year for the Falcons, or is it going to be Michael Penix?
Oh, it'll be Penix.
Yeah. Kirk needs to get. Yeah, Kirk
Kirk,
get back to Minnesota.
He will not. Kirk Cousins will not be on the Falcons next year.
No.
Did you know that also, this is a fun fact for some trivia here, that Sam Darnold is the second ginger to ever start in a Super Bowl at quarterback as well. Do you guys know the first one?
How recent?
I might have put it in our group chat. I don't know if you know.
How recent?
25 years.
Ooh, okay.
Within the last 25 years.
Okay, so we're talking maybe late 90s, early 2000s.
Trent Dilfer?
Yeah,
Nope.
Was it Dilfer? Gerback?
Nope.
I don't know.
That's a back-to-back.
I believe his
back-to-back podcast where we brought up the great
Yes,
Elvis
we have.
Gerback.
I believe his
I really
coach was also a ginger, if that helps you out.
Oh, gosh, I don't know who it is.
Also shares the same last name as the ginger in the shipping department that runs it.
Oh, Brad Johnson?
Oh
Yes,
man, Brad Johnson. Shout out to the
But not as
Redbeards.
a stereotypical, like I didn't know he
Sure,
was. I thought
sure.
I guess I don't pay attention to hair color, but
Yeah.
I had to Google it last night because I know it's I'm a left-handed person. I'm a rare person in general, and I know that redheaded people are rare as well.
That's right.
So it's interesting that Sam Darnold is going out there and he's the second ever.
He is look, what a story. Good for him. And to get to this point in his career, obviously where he's at, if you've been collecting him for a while, you should feel good, unless you bought him at some insane prices early in his career.
Yep, time to sell. Drake May, his prices are literally insane right now. It feels like, I hate to just sell everything, but it just feels like the right time to sell. I mean, you look at, and Patriot fans are going to hate this. Like, they don't make the schedule, and they don't play out. They don't pick their opponents to play, and they didn't make Bo Nix hurt his ankle in the locker room, and all this other stuff that happened to get them to this promised land. But Drake May looked kind of bad in the last 2 or 3 games, in my opinion. So now you're putting them on a stage where the weather isn't a factor, where you don't have C.J. Stroud fumbling the ball, you don't have Justin Herbert on a broken ankle and arm or whatever he had, and you go against this, fully healthy, besides maybe Zach Charbonneau out there, you fully healthy Seahawks team, and I don't know, I don't feel comfortable putting any money on Drake May. I know he's an MVP candidate, and I think Stafford wins it no matter what, but I think Drake May will be second. I don't feel comfortable. I think I got to sell Drake May right now.
Everything you said is correct, and yet there are these higher forces at play where, just because if the Rams had won, then things would be really freaky with how closely this playoff run and this season is matching the first Brady year. Obviously, Brady comes in the Rams
beat
right.
the Rams beat
one.
Drake May.
I know, I believe that too. But there would still be a part of the back of my mind go, I've seen this story. I've seen this movie before.
I think the broken down Niners beat Drake May in the Super Bowl.
But I've seen this movie before.
No,
and when the snow started falling, I went, oh my God. It's happening again.
Yep.
There's the Patriots are gonna, and also in a sort of bizarre twist of fate, the whole Stidham sort of just like, here you go, take the ball, I don't want it.
Yeah, that was
sort of
that sort of
factor. Like that sort of moment where it's like 90 million times out of whatever. That never happens, and yet it happened to them.
Not a good throw by old Jarrett Stidham.
There's all of these weird little things happening where I go, oh my God.
Because he looked good. I mean,
it's happening again.
It was almost a tale. Like, it was like sunny in the first half. Jarrett Stidham was rolling. The defense was rolling against Drake May. I remember you texted me. We were thinking the same thing. The Broncos are going to kill him. It's over. Like, Drake May is like, the Patriots cannot compete here in Denver. The crowd's into it. Sean Payton's making good play calls. And then the storm just comes in.
Stormageddon came in, and I don't know how many first downs there were after the storm came in.
There wasn't many.
I couldn't even tell where we were at where anybody was at on the field.
Yeah.
I was like, if I can't tell what's going on, can you imagine sitting in the stadium? You're hanging out, having a silver soda, just having a good time. It's pretty cold, and all of a sudden you're in a freezer.
Yeah, you're probably just trying to watch it on your phone at that point. Also, the Patriots were wearing white.
Yeah.
So the wife brought that up. She was like,
"It's true.
Could they even see each other out there?" I'm like, "Well, I guess maybe it benefited them because they won.
Them on defense. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, because it's like there was that play that Stidham threw, and I don't think he's seen 2 defenders there. I didn't get intercepted, but got broken up pretty good, and I was like, I don't think he's seen him coming.
There was a play where Drake May tried to hand the ball off, and the running back fell, and then he fell.
Yes,
and I'm like, I'm all. We should just postpone this game, I guess.
Well, I don't think he runs for that first down either because the defense was on him. But I just, you get a guy that's 290 pounds trying to get started in the snow. Granted, the guy was fast. It was like their linebacker. I can't remember his name, but it looked like he was closing in to stop the first down. But it just, got a guy who's probably 220 is going to be a little bit more nimble in the snow than a guy that's 250, 275.
I will say, it's always good to take the points, and I think we've lost that in today's NFL. It's like, I got to get 7. If I can't get 7, I'm going to get 0. Like, both those games, if obviously, early in the game with the Broncos, if they would have took that, it would have been 10-10, and I don't know if anybody else scores.
Yeah, it goes in overtime.
And I think the only way that the game ends is on a fluke fumble that's picked up and run for a touchdown or something, because I don't think anybody was going to drive down the field and be able to figure out how to get a touchdown. Now, the Rams late in the game also could have kicked a field goal, would have made it a 1-point game. Changes everything that you can do on defense. Both teams basically were like, no, we're going for it. I don't understand it. I think especially in the playoffs, like 3 points is the sure thing.
Well, my question is, they had to know. Like Sean Payton had to know that, like, come third quarter, it might be like a snowstorm, right? So at that early in the game, couldn't you like base your decision on, okay, well, come third quarter, we're probably not gonna be able to kick a field goal because it's gonna be so crazy. Maybe he didn't know, and maybe I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, but like maybe that thing did come in quickly. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it did come. It seems I had not seen the weather turn that drastically in a game in a long time, where it just, I mean, a complete whiteout the moment the fourth quarter starts.
These guys can't see that we're in here, and they're just like fighting each other out there, like throwing stuff at each other.
Grab ass.
Like I get it. Like
they can't see we're in here.
They can't see we're in here.
This is staying in, by the way.
It's mirrored. But I'm just like sitting here going, I know they're contractors. We're not paying for those people right now, are we?
No, I don't know. I mean, it might be built into the cost. For some context for the listeners, we're in the VIP room filming this on audio because we're getting everything set up for the grand opening, and now the podcast is actually in the store now, but that room's not quite ready. So we're in a room that has mirrored glass. They can't see that we're in here, and I don't know. We may see some body parts here. They may they may feel real comfortable. Not thinking anybody's watching them.
We truly do need to have the on air.
We need an on air light.
We need an on air light. We probably need an on air light for both. Like,
yes.
Even that studio over there.
Agreed.
Even though you can see in there, but we should definitely have an on air light in here. So.
Agreed. Back to Drake Maye real quick.
I feel like I'm spying on people out here.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking at his recent sales. I just looked up basically from like the 23rd. First of all, there was a black downtown PSA 10 or PSA 9, one of one, $72,000.
Jeez,
$72,000.
Wait, what was that again?
PSA 9, one of one, rookie black downtown.
Black Pandora.
Black Pandora. $72,000.
That's insane.
Good deal. American dollars.
A lot of the Panini one of one and SPs are very high priced. I will throw this out because, and again, I'm not saying I'm like hard buy on Drake Maye, but if you're really like, hey, all the parallels to the Brady stuff, I'm in. I believe he has the unofficial licensed autograph rookie Topps Chrome stuff. I'm looking right now. This is on the 19th, so maybe this has gone up a little bit. PSA 10 refractor rookie auto of Drake Maye, $1,445. Is that more, you can stomach that a little more if you're like, I really want to be in on Drake Maye and I don't care if it's not licensed and I got the signature? Is that easier to stomach?
I think for an investment, I don't think that's a smart move.
Yeah.
And that's the thing for you guys listening to this podcast to keep in mind if you're new to the hobby. 2024, Drake Maye is an exclusive to Topps. So
is Caleb.
So is Caleb and Bo Nix. But his signatures are Topps, but without the license. And then his downtowns and stuff are licensed, but there's no autos. So there's something to consider when you're making a decision to buy a Drake Maye card. There was some buybacks that we purchased, some buyback boxes that we had lying around that it just didn't work out for us. So in preparation for our store events, I opened some because I was like, I need some football singles for the store event. So there's a $100 level and there's a $200 level. So the best card actually I pulled was out of the $100 level, and it was the Drake Maye gold frame Topps Now rookie autos.
Oh, yeah.
And I was pricing it out. It was like $900. I was like, holy crap. And actually, their ceiling on that was like $500. So I'm like, it must have been when they put it together. It was like, oh, that's like a $200, $300 card. And now it's, with this hype, is $800. So it was like a good pull that hopefully somebody will get a good deal in the shop because we're going to price out the singles very competitively and they're going to be some great deals. So got that out of that. But I was like, that just shows me how much his market jumped because I know when we bought those 3 or 4 months ago, maybe less than that, it wasn't worth that because they wouldn't have put it in there. They would have put it in the higher end version. So Drake Maye also, I think you're going to see a little dip if he loses, but I don't think it's going to be much because Patriot fans already believe. So if he loses, I mean, you're in your second year, you go to a Super Bowl, and even if you lose, Brady lost how many? 3, 4?
Right.
So it's the pathway. He is the chosen one in New England.
They won 4 games last year.
Brady lose 2?
No, 3.
Lost against the Giants.
Giants,
Eagles. Giants, Eagles. And then
yeah, that's right.
No, and then he
then
beat,
won the one
then
in
he
the-
beat Kansas City.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the crazy thing too is, so if the Patriots lose, which I'm predicting they will stand alone with the most Super Bowl losses in NFL history.
Is that
Right now they're tied with the Broncos with six Super Bowl losses
And
Wow.
and 6 wins.
and 6 wins.
6 wins.
Yeah, so they will
And
stand alone.
nobody has 6, right?
Super Bowl wins?
The Patriots.
Patriots do.
Other
No.
than the
Other
Patriots.
than the Patriots.
How many
only-
do the Steelers have?
And the
I thought Steelers had
Niners have 5, right?
Right.
Quest for 6 since
Yeah.
1994.
Quest for 6. I'm pretty sure the Steelers also have 6. Yes, they do.
Yeah, so they are looking at that being they will be on the top of the mountain if they win with 7. Because Brady has 7, but he had 6
Do
wins.
we?
13 Super Bowls. They've been to 13 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
This
crazy.
is maybe
First one was 80.
it would
was
have been
80
Bears.
Would have been
It would
85.
have been the 85 Bears. Yeah.
Who beat the Patriots? Yeah.
Who beat
So
the
you're-
Patriots?
So you're telling me
then Packers.
in our lifetime, the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl 13 times.
It's a lot.
Well, you know what the crazy thing, and I took a screenshot of this as far as because I thought this was kind of astounding, is
It's like almost a third of the Super Bowls in our lifetime have been the Patriots.
well, yeah. So starting with 2016 AFC champ by season, Patriots 16, 17 Patriots, 18 Patriots, 19 Chiefs, 20 Chiefs, 21 Bengals, 22 Chiefs, 23 Chiefs, 24 Chiefs, 25 Patriots. So in 10 years, there's been 3 AFC champs. And it just that one random Bengals one,
Shout
which
out
I
to
don't
the
even.
Bengals.
I don't.
Shout out to the
remember-
Bengals.
I don't remember that Super Bowl. You guys got lucky. You guys played the Bengals once to win that one. But
I'll take it.
but yeah, there's been 3 teams from the AFC.
I don't care if our Super Bowl is against the Jets.
No, yeah,
I don't-
I
I
wouldn't
don't-
either. But
Yeah,
It
you
does-
get that. You get that win. You take the win.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
think Jets fans would probably take that too. A Super Bowl loss.
You kidding me?
yeah, I think the Jets are one of the 4 teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl.
They take an 8 and 9 division win.
No, they've been.
Division title.
Johnny, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Broadway Joe.
Been a while.
There's 4 teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl. Teams that haven't been to
Browns,
a Super Bowl.
Texans,
Jags,
and who am I missing?
Browns, and
Browns, Lions, Jaguars, and Texans.
Lions, of
Lions.
course. How could we forget the Lions?
the Lions been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. At least the Jaguars and Texans are like, well, I guess even the Browns. Well, are they including the history of the Browns in that? I guess they are. Right?
They do not include the NFL championships. with that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they might have a little success. there
Oh
with
yeah,
the Browns.
I mean, before in the pre-Super Bowl era, they're arguably it's them and the Packers are the most
Right. So
successful
at least they
franchises
have
in
that.
football
But like,
history.
you're a Lions fan, you got nothing.
Nothing.
You got that.
Lions had maybe some success.
You had that 21-7 halftime
That's what
lead
you had.
over the Niners.
Yeah.
Or was it 21?
You had
game-
Eminem
what
gloating
game was
to the
I-
Levi
what-
Stadium crowd.
What game was I watching that whatever team had a 100-year patch?
It might have been the Lions
Or Packers.
or
No,
the
but
Packers.
Bears? Might have been the Bears.
Bears
might,
would be
might have been the Bears.
that too.
Might have been the Bears. They had the 100-year patch.
Crazy. So yeah, moving past football, there's some big auction headlines to talk about. I think I guess one last thing, but maybe we want to talk real quickly about Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean, guy I think undeniably is the best receiver in the league this year.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's got the best stats.
No.
He doesn't?
No. Puka Nacua is the best receiver
Puka
in
the
the
best.
in the
Okay.
league.
The
So,
thing with
but-
Puka is
but
he
that's
was.
fine.
You're
I
right.
mean-
No, you're right. Statistically, he was the best receiver. It tells you though, like there is a little bit of a cloud hanging
I mean,
over him with
look,
off the field
look,
stuff right
give
now.
me the win yesterday. We'll
Yeah,
call
we
it.
don't care.
He'll be 2,
right,
and Jigba can have number 1, but give us the win.
right.
Whatever.
Yeah, you're right. I guess he had 1,700 yards. It's a lot. Oh, no, 1,793. So Jackson did have more yards, maybe less touchdowns is what it is.
That's I believe. What it is.
1,793 on the yards, 1,715 on Nacua. Oh, no, they both had 10 TDs. So, I mean, yeah, you got to give the nod to Jigba, right? I mean,
no, you just got to give the nod to Puka. Puka, look at all
Puka had 10 more receptions. I guess that's the difference maker.
And look at Puka's catches.
Yeah. I mean,
Every week
Right.
he had a highlight catch. He's the greatest ever to do it.
Yes,
Put him on the Mount Rushmore of all receivers right now.
are you selling Jackson Smith and Jigba? Are you holding?
Oh, I
them?
think that's a hold for now. Because that's, I think, the kind of guy. It's like it's the non-QB positions that get a nice Super Bowl
kind of
bump.
small though. It's like, is
Yeah.
he going to last for a receiver?
I mean, look, if Cooper DeJean can get a big Super Bowl bump after a nice performance. Anybody can.
Yes.
So I think you got to hold on. Like I said, those are the guys that after the Super Bowl's over, if he goes off for 12 catches, 150 yards with a touchdown, maybe 2, I mean, that's one where you think you cash.
I'm selling.
You cash out right there.
I'm selling.
Yeah.
I'm selling.
Yeah, he like we mentioned before, the hobby likes to collect names, and his name wasn't really on anybody's radar until this year, I feel. So
He was a bit of a rookie, Chase.
I mean, who's a better investment right now? Him or his brother, the baseball player?
oh, that's right. I forgot
pirate
about
grade,
him.
the pirate grade.
Yeah, not the pirate you want right now. Connor Griffin is the guy. He's going to be hot shot.
Yeah, his prices are
I'm more of
insane.
Watch out.
I'm more of a Harrison Bader guy.
Hell yeah.
We sign him?
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo!
I'm
Wow.
more. Yeah.
I was
went,
pumped.
we went out there. We gave him $10 million, which to the Dodgers, I think they find that money in their couch
Right.
cushions.
Well, it's a good thing because Tony's a man's man. You know what I'm saying? Tony Vitello is a man's man.
like
And Harrison
Tony
Bader
Vitello.
must be a man.
I like Tony Vitello.
We'll tell you off air why he's a man's man.
Oh, well,
I-
I need to
I-
learn about this.
Yeah. Harrison Bader. Good signing.
Harry Bader. Let's go.
Good signing.
It's a great name.
Bat Nathan in the lineup.
Yep. Yeah. I'm glad,
I can-
glad the Dodgers let us
I
have
can
one
already
guy.
see that parade down Market Street. Come on.
Glad the Dodgers let us get one. Fanatics Premier saw 3 cards top the $500,000 mark. Yes, with an M, including a PSA 10 Gold Topps Chrome rookie LeBron, which sold for $1.1 million. A 2009 Exquisite number to 3, and I love this card. And our buddy Carvin, he's living it up. He's putting it on his story. LeBron, Tiger Woods, dual auto relic that hit $552,000. That's the one I believe they put their birthdays on there because it's like the same day or something like that. Different years, but it's the same day. Nick Kurtz, MLB debut patch, became the second most valuable debut patch at $516,000.
Right below Paul Skeens,
About a full $500,000 below.
Yeah.
But are we surprised that's number 2?
He's on the A's.
That's what I mean. The stats are undeniable.
What now that we're talking about the A's, what are the A's gonna do? They can't.
They got Jeff McNeil.
No. I mean,
you
what
mean-
are they gonna be called?
The Vegas A's probably. Can they get that?
No.
Oh.
No. Vegas
Las Vegas,
A's.
no.
Las Vegas,
Vegas,
no.
no.
Vegas,
Aces?
no.
The Nevada Athletics.
Is that
The Paradise Athletics.
the Henderson A's?
The Henderson A's. Sorry.
Well, that's the thing that you got to be worried about if you're because Nick Kurtz had an unbelievable season, rookie of the year, right? You got to consider the history of the A's prospects into this mix, and if he's anything short of like unbelievable, I'm sure he's going to take a hit in his prices, right? He's going to need to hit 50 home runs next year. A's are probably going to have to make the playoffs somehow, which is I don't feel like that's going to happen. I mean, it may not happen for the Giants either, but. I just don't. I don't know. I worry for certain teams that have prospects that. Now, I guess a good scenario could be, well, maybe he signs with the Dodgers or the Yankees.
I was going to say, I'm
That's
like,
what
I'm
it
all.
is. Oh,
I mean,
God.
we do know that like the A's for a long time were the farm system for the Yankees.
Right.
So, you put Nick Kurtz on the Yankees, and then he hits 50 homers, and they win a championship.
He goes full Giambi.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, Giambi didn't win a title there in New York, but I just think it's interesting. Look, performance-wise, he absolutely deserves to be number 2 when it comes to debut patch values. What this also says to me is, and I think I said it on this podcast, I don't think anything ever gets close to the Skeens, ever, for baseball. For baseball, specifically.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong after I see this sale. Roman Anthony might, depending on what he does this season. Maybe Roman Anthony becomes a guy where you go, oh, wow.
I
And he's on the right team.
I feel like we've been talking about
performance
Roman
is there.
Anthony for
5 years. I know.
5 years.
Yeah.
He's only 21. That's the thing. He's only 21, and he had a great season. He's going to be playing a full year in the big leagues this year,
And he's a Red Sox.
and he's on the Red Sox.
I don't feel like there's that guy coming up, but we could be wrong. We come in April, come in the next few weeks at spring training. Maybe there is somebody that, pops off the board and is going to have a debut patch. I don't know.
Bryce Eldridge.
I mean, maybe.
One would
I
hope.
don't. He would need to basically do what Kurtz did, exactly what Kurtz did, maybe even better.
Oh, then he'd be the best player on the Giants.
Well, sure.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Yeah. This also says to me, not that I don't think there was any doubt, the Cooper flag is going to be
Yeah.
Well over 6 figures.
Well, I mean, there's going to be so much hype about it, right? I mean, I guarantee you right now.
Which one?
The
debut patch.
debut patch.
The Cooper Flag debut patch.
Because the Sapphire 101 auto was pulled.
Jeez.
And, I mean, what do we think that card's going to be?
God.
Probably $250K.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
quarter milli.
I mean, the Sapphire prices are insane because it's the first Sapphire NBA of all time. Well, there'll be another one next year. So,
Right.
anyways, Cooper Flag, and maybe I'm just salty because I didn't get any, and all these other breakers are breaking it. I don't have any. But anyways, that's another whole other podcast that we could have, and maybe that'll be a great podcast to talk about with the guys from Sports Card Nonsense who will be in the building next week. So, yeah, we got Mike and Jesse in the building next week. We're gonna have a fun podcast in person. We're gonna bring back that energy. But yeah, Cooper Flag. I mean, yeah, it's you know all the elites in this industry are going to be talking about it, pumping it, and anybody who collects cards like that has a lot of money, like your Kevin O'Leary's or your Shines of the world, that thing is going to be hit at auction. That thing's going to be going up.
Kevin O'Leary, by the way, believes his card, the most expensive card of all time, the Kobe MJ logo man, is now $17 million.
Ooh, okay.
That's what he says.
We just pulled numbers out.
Yeah.
Did he get that from Card Ladder?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't. How do you?
I don't know where he got that number.
Where do you get that increase?
He just said, I believe it's now worth $17 million.
Well, I believe it's worth $17.
Right.
Let's fast forward because we don't even know. We don't know like this Cooper Flag, right? This Cooper Flag is we don't know what product it's going to be in yet, right? We don't know.
We don't.
We don't know. Okay.
No.
So it's safe to say, in my opinion, that this card is going to probably be a redemption, right? It's going to be a redemption. What are we putting the odds that this ends up at Fanatics Collect? What are the odds? We're saying 90% chance?
90, 95. Yeah. I just feel like we saw what happened with Skeens. This is the baseball version of it. It's bigger than that. It's got to.
You know, just because I like to laugh, I would just love if somebody pulled it and be like, keeping it. Just like,
yeah,
it's mine.
I collect.
I collect.
And they're like,
whoa, whoa, no.
No. Nobody collect. No. Nobody. You don't want to collect that card.
No. Like, I want it. I want to keep it. I want to get buried with it. It's just going to stay with me forever.
I just want to put it in the mag, and I want to put it on my nightstand.
Look, hey.
Don't you want to get it graded? No.
Cooper looks really good right now. He looks great right now. He's playing great. You might see it and go, I'll give it up in 20 years. I want to see what he does.
We need like a Mark Zuckerberg to pull it or something, you know, like
just so they could be like, this means nothing to me.
It's me. It's going to it's going to be embedded into my kitchen table for the life. It's just going to be right there.
No, I'm gonna just take it to shows and take offers.
Mr. Wonderful should pull it
because we haven't seen that. We haven't seen one of these major, marketed cards
where somebody comes out and they're like,
"I'm keeping it."
That's straight in my PC.
But
yeah.
But I mean, that could also be the explanation for certain cards we've never seen.
True.
Somebody might be out there who has the Steph Curry Superfractor and went, I don't ever want to get rid of this.
It's tough because people are like, I do love this player, but do I love this player $1 million worth? Like,
right.
I could sell this card and I can go out and get whatever card I want of any player.
Yeah.
And still have a probably substantial amount of money in my pocket.
But you got to figure there is diehard Cooper Flag fans that are buying into these breaks or buying boxes that they just want to keep the card.
Yeah.
There's got to be a segment, maybe 5%, but
5%,
maybe 1%.
Yeah,
look, there is I guess I'm making the argument for people who are just holding long term to eventually sell it. But there's definitely a substantial amount of fans.
But I feel like by holding it though, you are like, if you have the intention to sell, but you're going to hold it to see what happens, you're taking a substantial risk.
You are,
like, to the point where, like, in 5 years there might be 3 other guys that are hyped like Cooper Flag, and Cooper Flag is a good player, but that card is now worth, 22,000 as opposed to, like, over $1 million.
Right.
I think there could be a hilarious skit about this, and like this is just for the sake of comedy, not real life here. But like, you figure like Fanatics Collect is just like they just have to have this card. They have to. So you're just like, what do you start posting the guy up at like the local Starbucks and be like, hey, I saw you. Hey, what's up? Hey, you pulled that car? Just saying hi.
Yeah.
You know, like running him at the mall. You're like, hey, I say, hey, what's up?
You go to the bar and there's a guy like, huh, it's on him.
Yeah.
He's there waving at you. Saw you at the end of the bar.
Yeah. It's like, how do I keep running into you? Well, I just wanted to see if you wanted to, really think about that decision to keep
you're in
car.
you're in the drive-through and you're like, guy paid for your order behind you. And you're like, it's him again.
Like, all right, I'll send it to FedEx Collect. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what product that comes in. It's going to be a lot of hoopla, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good times in this hobby. Is there a possibility that some sort of $1 million debut patch every year? I think with the MLB, with the NBA and NFL, it's just all going to be new. It's going to be new NBA debut patch. NFL, we're going to have what's the guy from Indiana?
Fernando Mendoza,
who's kind of polarizing.
16-0, won the championship. Yeah,
his debut patch. I mean, that could be $1 million.
Great.
People like him though. Like
he's a little quirky.
That's why I'm saying.
Doesn't he dig up dinosaur bones or something too?
He's got this sort of fun, dorky energy that I like it.
I like it too.
It's different. It's fun.
Also,
you want to talk about a guy
the Jets?
I know. Poor
so,
guy.
I mean,
well, no, Raiders.
Oh, okay.
I know. Yeah, much better. Now,
that's their crap talking when the Raider fans are like, "Ha ha, the Niners were eliminated," and they're like, "Well, you were 2-14." They're like, "Well, we got Fernando coming."
Yeah, Fernando Mania coming soon to Vegas. Now they all make the argument of like, well, Brady's in the building now, so we're gonna have a guy who's gonna teach him. We're gonna have the best to ever do it. Take him under his wing.
Who has the second pick? Is it the Browns? No,
it is the Jets.
It's the Jets.
And the Jets.
And the dude went back to Oregon. He's like, nah.
Yes, he went back to Oregon and went.
Dante Moore is like,
good call, bud.
I'm gonna stay a little while.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out.
Plus, like, I mean, with the NIL deals, like,
oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're from a monetary standpoint.
I think he said he was gonna make like $7 or $8 million.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not losing much.
I don't know if you saw the end of that championship game. It was really a great game, and then. Fernando Mendoza, that is a young man who is already media trained. He looked directly into the camera, had the biggest moment of his life, had the talking points ready, had all the stuff ready. I grew up here in Miami, and here I am. I got turned down, blah, blah, directly into the camera the whole time. Like, oh yeah, this guy's got it. This guy's set.
Long career. Hopefully the bring the Raiders back to the promised land, which I don't think they've won a Super Bowl since the 70s.
So. They have not been to a title game since 2002.
1980 or 81, maybe 82.
Yeah. Marcus Allen days, right?
Yep.
All right. And then some TCG news. Logan Paul and Ken Golden continue to shatter Pokemon card sales records. Paul and Golden will open up a sealed box of first edition 1999 Pokemon set on February 15th, and individual packs were auctioned off for the break. So the auctions, they already happened then.
Yes.
The total,
auction's done.
The total paid for the break was $1.3 million, 1.387 if you're counting at home. Previous record for highest sold box was $432,000.
Isn't that nuts?
So he sold it for $900,000 more?
Yeah.
Just for Logan Paul to touch it?
By auctioning off these packs is part of this break. $900,000 more in the value.
Just because Ken Golden's face and Logan Paul's face.
And Logan Paul. Respect to Ken. It's really because of Logan Paul's face. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, and it probably is going to be cut up and put into the new season, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost certainly. And this goes back to, like, I think a few episodes ago of, like, you are not only selling the card now.
It's an experience.
You're selling the experience.
Yeah.
Mm.
And props to Ken. I mean, 3 seasons. I mean, when I first heard, they're gonna have a show, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like what was that? The Ball brothers or whatever. They're actually on the show. The two gentlemen, the dad and son.
Yeah,
they had a show back on like NBC or ABC.
The Big
back
Baller
in the day.
Brand show.
No, it was like.
You're talking about. I know what you're talking.
Yeah, so the older, he looks like a grandfather now, and then his son. They go out to some of the calls. They work for Ken now. But they had a show on like NBC back in like 2010 or something like that. So that one like was short lived, and so you're thinking, okay, Ken Golden's gonna be short lived, and props to them. I mean, it's a very entertaining show for a hobbyist. You cringe at some of the stuff that happens because we live it, but like from an entertainment side, a lot of people are saying like, oh, somebody will come in, there'll be a newbie, and they're like, oh, I saw that on that Ken Golden show. I saw that on that Ken Golden show. So nothing but absolute positives from that show.
Yeah.
And great for this hobby. So TCG and anime hot streak on the hobby continues with a record-setting break and surge of One Piece is on fire.
One Piece is crazy right now.
A recent One Piece card giveaway at a Rutgers University basketball game is one of the hottest cards in the hobby, selling on eBay for $500 a card. We also have that Dodgers card that's like $2,000 now.
Yep.
One Piece is like, a lot of people feel like One Piece is still in its infancy, and it's continuing to grow every day.
I have been trying to figure this out lately, and I know One Piece has been really popular. The show's really popular. The manga's really popular, but like, it feels like the year has started with this like fervor for it that I have never seen, where it's like this, where the stuff at Rutgers, the Dodger card, where these are becoming. Seems like I'm hearing more stuff about that than I'm seeing about some Pokemon stuff right now.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could say about it is I've been buying some of them. I don't even know what the hell I'm buying. I'm just buying stuff that has bids on it. It is a little bit more risque. The art of the females are a little bit more risque. And I'm not saying to the point where you need to put like a PG whatever on it, but like, there is some good looking anime men and females, on there compared to the Pokemon. So it's like, maybe it's like,
that's cool. It's a cool segment.
It's like the 13 to 14, and then adults, of course, but like you know what I mean, like low cut tops on the you know what I mean, like coming from the Pokemon success of Charizard and all the Bulbasaurs of the world and the SIRs, like you see that and you're like, oh, that's a little on the risque side.
Yeah, Pikachu. Look, they're bringing back Fat Pikachu, but clearly Pikachu. Do you even lift, bro? Come on, hit the weights. You need sex sells, baby. Come on.
Yeah. As my daughter would say, he's kind of a biggie. It's not big back anymore. It's a biggie.
I actually am. I'm happy they're bringing back the round Pikachu design. I'm excited.
Yeah. 100%.
Do we think the success of One Piece has to do with the Netflix show, or do we just think that was just a part of it?
I think it's all a part of it. I think you have this huge explosion.
Now, has anybody watched the show? I know
I'm not an anime guy.
I haven't.
I watch some anime movies. I'm not all in on shows. But that said, it's the last year has shown you cannot ignore it anymore. Like if you look at like 3 of the biggest box office hits of last year, they're like finales for anime shows. Just like out of nowhere, like huge sensation. So it can't be like, this is here to stay. And I think it's finally catching on to the larger public of like, oh, people are obsessed with this stuff.
And I think what you're getting to is, a lot of these collectors feel like Pokemon might be watered down, or it's overly mainstream now with this Logan Paul stuff. And they still want to collect and they want to kind of find another niche. And I think this other niche has exploded. And then, I think Tom Brady was wearing a One Piece shirt. There's been more celebrities that have been, really championing the One Piece. I mean, we know Tabor, former 49er here, has his own channel for One Piece. And a lot of these guys have kind of moved into One Piece. And maybe there's been a hole from like you look at anime, you think like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. There really hasn't been, and I'm speaking of complete and utter ignorance. I really don't know the category that much. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like the Dragon Ball Z cards never really kind of picked up.
It never hit.
And it kind of got stuck in the 90s, right? It never really grew past the 90s. Where I think there's a Universal Studios ride that's in the works, or at least a little thing there.
Yeah, it's definitely gone mainstream. This is the one that's really, really big, but there are so many. I know Naruto's been huge for years. There's tons of stuff that's out there now. Chainsaw Man, I know, is like a big one. That one I think had a big movie. So yeah, it's just anime's different now. It's fully in the mainstream. It's fully like, and I think too, there's also the very simple explanation of, I bet there's a lot of frustrated Pokemon collectors about scalpers and about the prices going up and all that and going.
You're kind of dealing with that with One Piece as well, though.
I'm sure they are.
It's not, I don't think One Piece is in Target. So like, it's still like a hobby.
Okay.
And there might be some kind of starter decks and stuff like that in Target, but I don't think you're getting the hobby boxes, the OP1s, the OP2s, all that stuff.
I'm sure they shifted. I'm sure there's a lot of people who shifted over, but now you're right. It's now happening with this, where it maybe wasn't happening to the same degree that it was 5-6
And it
months.
doesn't seem like One Piece collectors do use the word scalper as much because it is a hobby shop. I think people understand that hobby shops have to go out and buy it at a certain price. They need to make money, and then they know the value is there from a collector standpoint. And, the guys shout out to the guys at Mojobreak Gaming. They've been doing a lot of One Piece ever since the beginning with Romance
That's
Dawn.
true.
And they've done a very good job of building that community. And then there's a lot more like them that are continuing to push and chase One Piece. And I think Magic the Gathering's coming up too because they're doing those collector sets of the numbered stuff. And there's been like the Final Fantasy. They've had the Spider-Man. I forget which one they're doing now, but that one's really popular as well.
Yeah.
So it's just that whole category has exploded, and people are trying to kind of find their lanes as collectors in those lanes.
Yeah, I think it's interesting too. This is a prediction I'll throw out there. Do you think in the next, let's say by the next 1 to 2 years, because I feel like we hyped up so much of like Topps Disney, which is there's massive Topps Disney cards. But I do think maybe, I don't know, the overall market share of like something like One Piece and maybe some of these other anime brands could be potentially, I don't know if I'd say bigger, but at least matching the Disney output. I don't know. Maybe that's a too bold a thing to say. Maybe it's actually not a bold thing to say.
I don't think
maybe it's like an obvious thing to say at this point.
Bold at all. I think
Yeah.
it's a fair possibility.
But Lorcana's, it's had its pockets, but like I feel like
Lorcana's never quite taken.
it's not taken off,
way.
but maybe it's because it is still kind of too mainstream kiddish kind of stuff where this is kind of a little bit more like a adult oriented brand for One Piece, or it's at least a teenager. It's not a little kid brand. It's a little bit more adult of a brand. And I think that people are finding their pockets in that. And it's interesting to see. I mean, I even find myself these days when I rip boxes, like, and maybe collectors are doing the same thing that I'm doing. Like, I've been ripping boxes since 2010. So like a lot of this baseball, football, it doesn't really super excite me anymore. But like I grab a Pixar Gold, it's exciting for me.
Right.
Or I grab UFC or like something that I don't normally rip, and it's something new and exciting. It's not the same old. So you might see some of that, and you could buy a box of Optic for $900, or you can get some One Piece for $100.
Yep.
So it's a little bit more affordable. It is going up too. So maybe that's what's happening.
Something you know what? Maybe we do like a little a test balloon sort of party. We do so many Pokemon parties. I wonder what the response would be for something like a big One Piece release.
I think it'd be big.
Yeah,
I think it'd be huge.
might be something to consider.
Let's get it on. All right, guys. Well, that is it for us today on The Hype. And join us next week. Once again, we're going to have sports card nonsense in the building. We're going to have at least a couple podcasts with them. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be super exciting. And use code SUPER15 for $15 off any purchase of $100 or more at Mojobreak.com. And go Seahawks.